Hail Macbeth, that shalt be king hereafter.
Hi guys, this is Warren here, and I'm here with It's on Cardiff, and today we're at the Wales Millennium Center with the one and only Lisa Zahra, who plays Lady Macbeth.
Lady MacDuff.
Like
but I'm understudying
Macduff.
Lady Macbeth.
That's
don't frighten me, don't frighten me. I'm Lady MacDuff.
Okay, Lady MacDuff.
Yes.
Okay, so before I do any interview, I always get that connection first. So we always we need to do our own handshake. Okay.
All right.
So you ready? Should we do something like?
Oh my god,
okay, wait.
I'm so bad at this stuff.
No.
Okay.
We're gonna make it our own. Ready?
Right. Okay.
Bum bum bum.
All right, I like that.
Okay, now I feel the flow. The flow's
Let's try
going
it
now.
again. Here we go.
Okay, ready?
Right.
Bum bum bum.
That's quite Macbeth.
Yes.
I like that. I like
Okay,
it.
so I was doing my research last night about
were you?
as
Oh,
well.
dear.
Yes. I heard that you used to work here.
I did.
You did?
Yes, 10 years ago.
10 years ago.
Yeah, when it first opened, I joined as an usher, a steward here, and then I joined the ticket office, and then I did the tours, and I absolutely loved it. One of the best jobs I've ever had.
Amazing.
And they were lovely.
Did you think, when you were working here 10 years ago, did you think that like one day you'd be performing in a place like this?
I didn't.
No?
And because I'd seen a lot of WNO, I'd seen very big shows in here. I think the only sort of play I saw was Nicholas Nickleby, which Chichester Festival did here, which was amazing. But no, I did the studio a few times, I did a few jobs there, but I never ever thought I'd be on the Donald Gordon.
But was it a dream though?
Absolutely. For every Welsh actor it is, I'm sure it is. Because you've done galas here, but I've never seen a show on here that's a play other than Chichester Festival, so it's just an absolute dream. It's a beautiful theatre, and last night I was thinking, do I remember some of the tour? And I do, you know, about the woods, how it's designed, the holes in the chair, and I just...
Amazing.
I miss it, actually. I miss the Millennium Centre, and I miss everybody here.
Have you got a book out yet?
No.
You need to get a book
I
out,
know.
literally. You need to bring a book out, because that's such an inspiration of how you worked here. Now you are on stage.
I feel
incredible.
very lucky, very lucky. But the cast love it as well. We've been to so many theatres.
Yeah.
And there's been some amazing theatres on this tour, but they were overwhelmed by this. I was telling them every week on the tour how wonderful the Wales Millennium Center was. But when they got here, they were like, wow, it's amazing.
Yeah. So, playing Lady MacDuff.
Yes.
Yes? That role, tell us more about the role. What role does she play in Macbeth?
Lady MacDuff is the wife of Macduff.
Okay.
And I suppose in this world, she would be friends of Lady Macbeth and Mcbeth. And she lives in Fife, so this is obviously set in Scotland. And I suppose the relationship of the Macduffs is that they have children. It's a family home. I think you feel that it's quite a solid relationship that they have. And then Macduff obviously leaves, and she's told by Ross. So the big scene for her is when Ross tells her that Macduff has fled, and he's done that without telling her. And she has twins, 2 babies, and a little boy. And I think it's such a shock to her, because I absolutely believe there's been no deceit or no lying or no mistrust in this relationship before this point. And also the world it's set in is so dangerous that she absolutely can't believe and is so heartbroken that he's left her and his children in danger. So she comes into the scene very angry about that. Yeah. And then obviously she has to speak to the boy about it, and you see her soften slightly. But then, of course, the worst happens where the murderers come in and they've killed her twins, which are handed to her in plastic bags in this production, and then they kill her son. So she's proved right, I suppose, in what she says at the beginning of her scene, that I think Ross says to her, he has wisdom. Yeah. And she says to Ross, wisdom, what, to leave his children, to leave his wife, to leave everything he has. And I think especially in this production, it's a lot more dangerous because it's in a world where murder is happening all around. So yeah, that's Lady MacDuff. She's fierce. I always think she's a lioness. If she was an animal, she'd be a lioness, because she is fierce to the end. She tries to protect her children right to the end. Yeah, she's amazing. She's a wonderful part. Yeah. I do enjoy playing her. I mean, it's hard work.
How do you prepare yourself? How do you get yourself into state to play that character? Or do you have a lot of traits in yourself?
No, I'm not. Well, no, I don't. I mean, I'm not a mum, which is, I think that a lot of my friends are mums who've been to see this, and they found it quite difficult, actually, watching it. I'm not a mum, but you know, I think the biggest research for me with this is I'm Iranian Welsh, so my dad's from the Middle East.
Okay.
So a lot of parts I play are Middle Eastern. And unfortunately, they're very sad, sad stories, especially with a lot of modern text at the moment. And there are women in the world today that are losing children in a horrific way. And I've had to do a lot of research on that. And I think that's probably fed into how I approach Lady MacDuff.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so for anyone who doesn't really know much about Macbeth, if you describe Macbeth in like less than 20 seconds, what would you say?
The actual play
But
itself.
yeah, the actual play.
It's a brutal, ambitious, heroic, brave and passionate play. And one of Shakespeare's bests, I would say.
I saw the trailer to it as well. It looked absolutely incredible as well.
Yeah, this is a great adaptation of it. It's a modern, post-apocalyptic version of Macbeth. So it's set in the future and in a world where there's no internet, people are struggling to find food, clothes. You'll see it's very run down, it's very dark, and it's about survival. And I think that really works for the play because what Lady Macbeth and Macbeth do is so awful that you have to, at some point, you must empathise with the leads. Yeah. And I think, I was thinking this when I was preparing for Lady Macbeth, she absolutely does it for survival in a world where you could lose your life.
Yeah.
And for protection. So I think it really works with that. I saw this at the Olivier twice, actually, because my friend was in it in London. And I thought it was wonderful, absolutely wonderful. I really loved it, loved how Rufus did it. So to be in it was really, really great, yeah. I think it works, and for young people it really works. They get it, they understand it, and that's really important. So.
Yeah. So there's been amazing feedback so far about the show as well. I want to thank you as well for giving us your amazing time.
Oh, no problem.
And we've explained everything about Macbeth, and I wish you all luck with all of your other shows.
Thank you. Thanks very much. Thank you. Thanks.
They say, blood will have blood.
Things without all remedy should be without regard. What's done is done.
We have scorched the snake, not killed it.
The innocent sleep. Macbeth, the murder, sleep! I thought I heard a voice crying, sleep no more. Macbeth, so sleep no more.
Hail Macbeth, that shalt be king hereafter.